How to let go and surrender. But hold on a second, aren't I meant to focus on what I want? Because what you focus on expands. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I believe people truly mean by letting go. Because I know there's a lot of contradictions out there in the law of attraction world. You should focus on it, you should let go of it, you should surrender to the process. And sometimes it seems like people are saying the opposite advice from each other. But in this video, I'm going to clear some things up. I have a whole new level of clarity that's recently come to me, so I want to share it on with you, and hopefully this massively helps you with your manifestations. Hello my darlings, welcome back to another video, or if you're brand new, welcome, bienvenidos, willkommen, bienvenue. Those are the only ones I know. Comment the word welcome in your mother tongue down below so I can learn some more languages. My name's Lucie, and on this channel I share all kinds of things about personal development, spirituality, and how to become the best version of you. So let's dive straight into this topic. How do I let go, and is it the right thing to do even anyway? Okay, so first of all, let's address the second question. Is it the right thing to do? Should you be letting go? Why do people say that? And my interpretation of the term to let go would be better described as let go of not believing that it's going to come. Let go of being in stage one of your manifestation, which is wanting it to happen from a place where you haven't got it yet. I focus on my goals every single day. I'm visualizing my future every single day. But I got to be careful, and we all need to make sure that we are not focusing on what we want and feeling like we're so not there yet, like it's so far away, like it's just a fantasy, a dream, and it might not ever come true. Like, that is literally the vibration that you're putting out there then, right? You're putting out a vibration that I want it, but I don't have it. I'd love that, but I feel so far away. I wish that could happen, but I have no idea. And what if it doesn't happen? 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 Like, where's the majority of that vibration going, right? It's majority is focused on where you aren't and what you're not satisfied with. And if you know anything about the law of attraction, that means that becomes your dominant, that is your dominant vibration, which then means that your brain is tapped into noticing the things and picking up on the opportunities that will keep you in that same place, rather than if your mind was focused on what you want, knowing that it's actually going to happen, knowing that it's done, knowing that it's on its way, expecting it to happen, taking it way off the pedestal and understanding that you and it and you are already there, you're already there, you're already there, then things can happen quickly, easily, and surprisingly early. Some of you may be listening or watching and going, yeah, Lucie, that's all well and good, but how do I believe? It isn't here. It's not part of my reality. My reality, my present day, three-dimensional reality is a lot more easy to believe in than some figment of my imagination. I'd really like to see it to believe it. But actually, we've got to believe it to see it. What we can picture in our mind, we can hold in our hand. And the whole cool thing about law of attraction is that you start with the end in mind. You become a vibrational match to it first. You become it, you be it, you prepare your container for it, and then it will come. So, you know, if you totally believed that you and it, like, it's not too big for you, it's not unattainable for you, it's just yours, it's like obviously just as easy for you to have as like running water or fresh tomatoes, which by the way, to some people on planet Earth would be like their wildest, biggest dreams, to have clean, fresh water running out of their tap. So if you can believe that it's like, duh, of course I can have clean running water coming out of my taps, you're already super blessed. You're already feeling very comfortable with things that could be the wildest dreams of other people. So why can't you feel very comfortable about things that have been the wildest dreams for you once upon a time? It's time to change what we put on a pedestal and what we expect. So how do you believe, Lucie? How do I do this? Good point, good question. I would ask you to ask yourself, what could I do to help myself believe that something like that could happen for someone like me? Because that answer might be different for every single one of us. Sometimes, being honest with you, sometimes I look around my environment and I go, would that version of me who's a millionaire, that version of me who's got complete whole life success and abundance to my next level, to my, my vision, my goals, would she not have a house like this, but would she treat her house like this? Like, would she let her house get messy sometimes? Would she treat her car like that when the car's a bit dirty? And I'm being honest with you guys. Sometimes I let my house get a bit messy. I let my car get a bit dirty. And I think, if that car was my next level car, would I treat it that way? And if the answer in your head is no, like I wouldn't treat my dream car in the way that I treat my car that I don't really appreciate, but there's this saying where it's like, if you don't appreciate what you've got, how can you have more come to you? We've got to appreciate what we've got and treat it with the respect, whatever it might be, however humble, however small, however cheap, If you can't treat that well, then why should the universe give you more? We've got to show with what we've got to show to ourselves that we are the kind of person that lives a high quality life. However humble it might be that you're, the tools you're using to create that reality for yourself right now. But what motivates me to clean my house and what motivates me to declutter more than anything else is knowing that then my surroundings will remind me that I'm the kind of highly driven, successful, organized, clean, minimal, wealthy, abundant person. Because that, for me, that I believe that next level version of me will interact with her life that way. For you, it might be different though, right? For you, maybe the next level version of you who is capable of achieving X, Y, Z, who is capable of manifesting X, Y, and Z, maybe they really take care of their health, or they nail a morning routine, or they know how to manage their money. So become that person, adopt those attributes, practice becoming that next level version of you, if and because it will help you to look at yourself and believe that, yes, someone like me is worthy of something like that. And now also, I'm aware that there's some people watching this that might go, but these are all external factors. Like, what about you just believing in yourself? And you're right, you might end up having a really clean, tidy house, but if your belief in yourself still isn't there, then what good is that in terms of helping you to manifest your next level? In which case, on top of all of these things, above all else, how we talk to ourselves, the story that we tell ourselves every single day is how our life unfolds and how it will unfold. A belief actually is a thought that we continue to think repeatedly. And yeah, sometimes the subconscious mind has got so into the habit of thinking the same thought so that it becomes like this default setting, this default thought that becomes a belief. But that also means that if you continuously think a new pattern of thoughts, you will eventually develop new beliefs as well. So many of my mentors swear by or claim that affirmations and how they speak to themselves every single day is what helps them to reprogram their mind towards success instead of towards failure. And their affirmations they do change and evolve as they change and evolve. I have signs all over my house. I have affirmations next to my bed that I say to myself at this moment in my life, and the statements are things that I want to believe. So if you currently are finding it hard to surrender and let go of a thing that you want to manifest, because you don't believe that it's possible for someone like you, it's time to start saying to yourself every single day that someone like you can manifest stuff like that, that you are already ready, that this version of me is already ready for this or that or the other. Okay? So once you have that belief, and also here's another one, by the way, how to believe that you're going to manifest X, Y, or Z. If it's something where you have a belief in your mind that if you were to work harder or if you were to take more action, that you would get the results. And there are many things on this planet where if you did more, you would manifest it, right? Then do that work if that's part of your belief system. Because some people might have another belief system, which is that I don't need to work hard to make this happen. In which case, great, good on you, I applaud you. But for those of us, myself included, who have a belief system or who have goals that do require us connecting with lots of people or creating lots of things in order to create success, then maybe if you did it, you would not be having to worry about this. How do I trust? How do I surrender? How do I let go? Because you'd be in the game, getting closer, making it happen, and day by day by day, believing more and more and more that you are on track to achieving your goals. For my business, my nutrition business, the time when I struggled the most to really believe in my future success was when I wasn't doing the work. Because how could I achieve this success in business without doing the work? But then other people might believe that it doesn't require hard work. So what I'm saying is that you can be the judge of whether you think work is required to achieve or to manifest what you want. And if it is, go do it. Then you won't have to be worrying about letting go of the what ifs. You will know. The more that you do, then the small results will start to show, and you can look at those small results and they can help you. That is literal evidence. You're creating evidence. You're creating proof for yourself that, wow, if I can do this, then that means of course I can do that. It's just a matter of repetition. It's just a matter of consistency. It's just a matter of time, right? So doing what needs to be done to help us to become that version of ourselves that can manifest that achievement is a big component. Like practicing singing if you want to be the best singer in the world. If you want to be the most successful singer in the world, you can practice all the singing you like. But if you don't believe that you could become the most famous singer, then you're just going to be one of those many talented people that never get discovered. So you've got to combine becoming the best version of you with also believing that you can do it through your self-talk, through the stories that you say to yourself, and through allowing yourself to step forward, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to grab the opportunity, allowing yourself to go for it even if you don't feel ready. Let me tell you, there are people who are much less qualified than you, much less skilled than you, much less talented than you, claiming your victories because they're just going for it, or they're just doing it, or they are allowing themselves to be open to receiving in areas that you might not be allowing yourself to receive. So that can also be part of your affirmations, part of your story. I allow myself to receive in all positive areas. I allow myself to receive more money. I allow myself to receive more incoming opportunities and offers. I allow myself to receive more love. I allow myself to receive more health. Whatever it is that you feel like actually part of you might be holding yourself back and blocking you from, we just flip it with that affirmation, and we say that affirmation to ourselves over and over and over again, 100 times a day if you want to. If you really want to make some changes, all day, every day, stick it on stickers all over your house, put signs everywhere so that your brain has no choice but to absorb this new belief. So that on a conscious and a subconscious level, your whole brain is going, oh, okay, this is the story that we're telling ourselves now. And hey, you either are believing a story that's holding yourself back or believing a story that's propelling you forwards. It's your choice. They're all stories. What's true, what's not true, basically whichever one you're manifesting. Wow. So how do we let go? How do we surrender? It's all about that belief. And you don't have to not care. Some people would say that the less detached you are, the better. But there are some things that you want to passionately manifest. And I don't think there's anything wrong with passion. In fact, I think there's a lot of good when it comes to passion. I think passion can be one of the most powerful, strong energies. Some things, yes, I have manifested because I was like, yeah, no biggie. If it happens, if it doesn't happen. And other things I've manifested because I'm like, I'm going to make that happen. I'm really, really determined to make it happen. I think the one energy that you don't want to have in either scenario is a lot of doubting and thinking, but what if it doesn't happen? That's the common thread. I think you can be like chill about it coming. You can be passionate about it coming. But either way, don't be like what ifing it doesn't come all day long. So I learned this from another video that I watched from a really powerful woman called Jessie Lee, and she basically said to write down a list of 50 what ifs and their best case scenario. What if I became a millionaire? What if I drove this car? What if I bought this in cash? What if I had my dream body? What if I was getting married to my soulmate? What if I can do this or that or the other, right? Create a list of 50 of those things just to basically bring energy, bring life into those scenarios, because let's face it, our brains are often wired to focus on what if it won't work? What if it doesn't happen? What if this happens? What if awful things happen? Because our brain is kind of programmed that way for protection, for survival. You know, what if we get eaten by a tiger? What if we fall off that cliff? Like, it's good that our brain has that risk thingy for those purposes. But if we are looking to open ourselves up to the unlimited abundance of what's available to us, we've also got to be what ifing in a positive direction too. So comment below some of your what ifs. Write down your 50 what ifs and tag me in them. I'd love to see. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you got some value from it, please do give it a big thumbs up. I literally went into a flow state. I don't remember much of what I just said, but I hope it was good. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. Until next time, bye guys.